morning, Braves. This is the Manalapan High School Bravecast, your weekly news program showcasing everything Manalapan High School. And now, here's your news anchors.
Good morning, Manalapan High School. Today is Friday, January 27th. I'm Luca DeAndrea.
And I'm Jayla George, and welcome back to the Bravecast. The second quarter is just about over, and it's time to begin the second half of the year.
While we continue pushing through the year, we want to quickly rewind to highlight a student's incredible accomplishments in both 2021 and 2022, Sasha Mitnick.
She earned first place in the 2021 Competitive Champion Trampoline Tournament in Azerbaijan and 8th place in the 2022 competition in Bulgaria.
And Jayla, it's really great to see such an underrated activity getting a little bit of recognition. And it's even better that Sasha has so much talent, so it's great.
It really is. Great job, Sasha. Keep up the hard work, and thank you for demonstrating the brave way in your life.
Now, Braves, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Manalapan Technology Student Association members Savan and Brian, featuring our weekly Culture of Respect segment with Lead for Diversity member Emma Braverman.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Are you looking for a fun and competitive way to spend your free time? Well, look no further than our Technology Student Association's second annual Super Smash Bros. Tournament. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or new to the game, all skill levels are welcome to join.
The tournament will be held in the Media Center on February 8th from 5 to 7 p.m. and will feature exciting prizes for the top players. A $5 admission fee will be collected at the door for both players and spectators, and concessions are sold separately. Make sure to scan the QR code to sign up for the event and bring all your friends to join.
This year, our students and staff have worked collectively to build our school's culture of respect. As we continue to grow in our attitudes, we feel that it is important to give emphasis to the leaders in our building.
Mr. Curry, when you last spoke with Bella, there was a bunch of students that you highlighted. Is there anyone else you'd like to recognize?
This time I really like to focus on a class and a club. So the class I want to focus on is Miss Moran's engineering graphics class and the job that they've done in making the school look a lot better and sending a positive message. So you see throughout the stairwells that there's words in those stairwells, and there's also words now on the pillars in Times Square. And I'm talking to Miss Moran constantly, and I'm also speaking to Ricky Concato about what are some ideas that we can do to continually make the building look better. And I also want to focus on Bravecast. So they do a tremendous job on bringing everything Manalapan to us every single Friday. But I don't know if everyone really appreciates everything that goes on behind the scenes to make that happen, the hours and the hours of preparation. And it's something that's noticed outside this building as well, because I was watching Bravecast this weekend with my family, and my daughter said, this is tremendous, it's a great thing to have. So kudos to Bravecast, we really appreciate them as well.
We've been seeing a lot of great changes in the school so far. What other plans do you have for the rest of the school year?
So one of our focuses is going to be on the courtyard. So we have a real big area there, and we actually had the trees removed over winter break. And I'd like to form a committee because everyone has a lot of good ideas, and I want to make sure they all come to fruition for everyone because we want to make that courtyard a great place for students and staff alike. Also, we have a lot of ideas for unit lunch. I've had a lot of positive feedback on the Music Fridays, but there's a lot more we could do to make sure the kids have an enjoyable experience during that time. And lastly, really want to focus on improving the classrooms and upgrading the classrooms. That's going to take some time, and it's going to be something that we want to do annually, but that's another focus for us as well.
Wow. Thank you, Emma, and thank you, Mr. Curry, for all your dedication to the school.
On behalf of the students here at Manalapan, it does not go unnoticed.
And students, because we have such a great school with so many opportunities, make sure you are taking advantage of all that is offered to you here at Manalapan, like the ability to select your own classes.
That's right, Luca. Course selection for next year is now underway. Check out the elective course videos on the guidance webpage or scan the QR codes on the screen to view your elective course options, and remember that you can choose an elective that reflects what you would like to study in college. Speaking of college, Luca, have you applied for any scholarships yet?
Not just yet, but I'm keeping my eyes open because I know the guidance department is always looking for new offerings on the guidance webpage. Winter and springtime are when most scholarships are announced, so seniors, make sure to continue checking the guidance webpage and keeping your grades up for any colleges that may require you to submit your mid-year grades.
You always have opportunities open to you. Now, here are Dylan Devine and Stephen Russo with the weekly Bravecast Sports Report.
Dylan Devine and Steve Russo here at the home of the Braves, and this week in Manalapan sports, girls basketball competing this Saturday at Marlboro High School, and boys basketball picked up a win last Friday against Marlboro 50-56. And huge congratulations to Anthony Ledger for being named Class A North Player of the Week. It's very impressive.
Oh, yeah, and it's also very well-deserved. 29 points against Marlboro, and he's entered into that upper echelon of player now. He's playing great. Also, Buckman and Mangini were also considered for this honor. That's insane to see 3 players considered on all the same team for Player of the Week. And I think that really is a testament to their growth as a team and their depth as a team. And there's no coincidence why this team is winning now.
There isn't at all.
No, there
isn't.
isn't.
Very impressive.
Oh, definitely. So if we see the depth continue, they're going to keep getting W's.
Moving into hockey, they picked up a win last Friday against Ocean Township in the second period comeback as they beat them 5-3. And they'll be facing Wall tonight at Wall at 6:20 p.m.
Yeah, you brought up the Ocean game. I thought the key player to stand out was Anthony Archinaco. He had the goal to cut the lead into 2-1 early in the second. Also, he played with a physical demeanor. You know, I felt like Ocean kind of pushed us around in that first period, but he hit back, and I know he took a 5-minute penalty at the end of the game, but that's the risk you take when you play a physical edge to your game. And I think Wall, they're going to be very motivated. They haven't beaten Wall in their last 5 straight head matchups against Wall. We're going to see all of this come to a head, and they're going to win if they play physical.
I think if they bring the energy they brought last week and the crowd, it's going to be a fun game to watch.
See if they pull off another comeback. Comeback kids. Am I right, Devine?
Boys swimming picked up a win Thursday versus Three-Hole Borough, 96-66.
Oh, yeah, Stephen Perkins also played good in that. Speaking of great players, Stephen Cavellos also top 25 in the United States. Devine, is he the best runner we've seen in the school's history?
We have not seen this great of a runner in a very long time, and congratulations to him. Girls swimming will be competing this Friday versus Howell at 2:30. And finally, wrestling celebrated their senior night as they beat Freehold Township 62-8 and improved to a 20-3 record. Very impressive by them.
Oh, yeah, and it's great to see the seniors contribute in the senior game. Austin Stakeman, he had a win by pinfall. Great for him.
Very important that we celebrate our seniors and the accomplishments they've had. And finally, a huge congratulations to Coach Pressman for being named the NFHS Sectional Wrestling Coach of the Year.
Oh, yeah, and also he just recently got his 350th win. He might be the best coach we've had. I mean, 16 years, well-deserved by him. And also a huge congratulations to Olivia Ziobro, who finished first in the Girls Shore Conference Tournament, Divine. Very impressive stuff by both wrestling teams.
Very impressive what we have here at Manalapan High School Sports. And now, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Dylan and Steven. This Monday, January 30th, spring track and field signups will be held in the auditorium during lunch. Join the Google Classroom using the code on screen or see Coach Moran in G12 with any questions. Battle of the Classes ballot applications are now available. You can use the QR code on screen or on the TVs around the school to fill out the application to be on the ballot to represent your class for this year's event. Voting will take place soon, so stay tuned. Class of the Month applications for January are now open. Feel free to nominate a class that you feel deserves to be honored as Class of the Month. The link to nominate a class is on your class's Google Classroom, or you can use the QR code on screen and on the TVs. 2 weeks ago, our school brought back the annual FRHSD Hackathon. With more on the events and projects from the event, Jenny Patzer.
The Hackathon is a 24-hour event that brings the students of the FRHSD community together for the purpose of collaborative computer programming and learning. On January 14th, students got together in teams to create cool projects using programming or other electronics.
What is Hackathon about to you? Working on something new with 4 people together. It can be difficult, but it's all about this collaboration. Sometimes you have to compromise, but I think that's how people learn in real life.
It's a competition-based event where people are in groups of 4 and they have 24 hours to submit their project.
What is your project about? We're making a website to try to collage all different studying hacks so kids don't get overwhelmed by having a bunch of different tabs open.
Have you ever quoted something but seemingly can't remember where it's from? Our project solves this with ease. Using a web scraper of movie, TV, video game scripts, we find where that quote originates from and we give you a comprehensive list.
What's the name of your project?
Our project is Rang, and our goal is to take Ring doorbell and make it accessible so that you can have the same features through the camera from your computer.
What is the thought process behind your project?
I actually completed this project the year that I graduated in 2021 from the S&E program as part of my senior project. I brought it because there's a recent fusion discovery, and this is actually a fusion reactor that I I made when I was in school. So I thought it would be a nice thing to comment on and show to the students.
What's been your favorite part about Hackathon?
Meeting new people and getting to hang out with a lot of my friends.
And now we're here at the Hackathon Cup Stacking event, where 3 teams are going at it, trying to compete to get the highest amount of cups stacked. What's the energy looking like right here?
It's really fun. Pretty loud though.
There's a lot of high energy. Everyone's having a blast.
Thank you to all the FRHSD students who have participated in this event, and best of luck to our coders. This has been Jenny Patzer. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Jenny. Hey guys, it's Jacob. I'm back on Bravecast. Next Monday is the end of marking period 2 and the beginning of a new semester. This is your opportunity to reflect on yourself and the mistakes that you have made. So this week's quote is about making mistakes. The only real mistake that you make is the one from which you learn nothing. Henry Ford. It's important to always learn from your previous mistakes, especially from this marking period. This way you do not make those mistakes again. Happy Friday. Today's the D-Day. Go out there, be brave, rest up for the new marking period next week, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. See ya!